Messiah, y'all letting him cap too much.
I know.
Listen.
There's a false assumption that married dudes can't please their wives.
No, this is the thing.
I'm not saying married dudes
that's
can't.
not a false
I'm
assumption.
speaking to the ones that
I'm
can't.
gonna keep it real on the whole topic because this is what y'all keep missing. He's never been in the field. He been married. He been 20.
I'm generalizing shit.
No,
though.
fuck generalizing. Hold on. I'm gonna let you respond. When you met your wife, there was no Instagram, there was no Cash App, there was no Zelle, there was no OnlyFans, it was no Tinder, it was no nothing.
It wasn't ringtones.
It was nothing. We barely had MySpace. You didn't have to compete.
They
had Hennessy. What I'm saying is, you didn't
have the money to afford that shit.
Listen, he was in war, they was in Vietnam, guerrilla warfare. 2024, they got drones and shit fighting war. It's a different type of war that you never had to deal with.
Let me tell you this.
You never had to deal with this shit.
Let me tell you this. You don't realize because you're ignorant that the reason why you can't secure the bitch you want is because there's probably a married dude fucking her.
Hold on, who can?
Way more for her than
Hold on,
you
time
can.
out.
And she like, well, I like you, but I don't want to commit to you.
Hold on, time out.
Dude.
Time out.
Listen.
You know me in real life. Who can?
I know you're with.
Okay, all right, let's keep it real.
Wait a minute.
Don't generalize that.
The girl you want,
because you
would
know
rather
me.
be a side chick to a married dude than commit to you.
Who, me?
I'm saying these dudes.
No, let's speak on me.
The girl you want would rather be a side chick to a married dude than actually be in a real relationship with you. So when you keep on discrediting married dudes, you're just making yourself look bad because all the chicks who gonna watch this gonna be like, Ruckus is right again.
We're not just
How is Ruckus right?
We're not discrediting married dudes, bro.
Hold on, let me ask her. Let's ask her because I don't want her to get out the combo.
Sorry.
Who has more experience? The guy who got married at 20, lost his virginity at 19 and a half, married the first woman he got his nut off with, or the guy who done from A to Z, he done been with A to Z. From before social media was around, he was in the field, and after social media, he was in the field. Who would you take advice from?
Are you talking sexual experience
No,
or life experience?
I mean
he
both.
has more
Both.
experience.
Sexual, life, relationship. This guy only has experience with that one chick, maybe. High school don't count. Let's be real. We talking grown adult shit. If you haven't been in the field in today's time, in today's era, and had to deal with today's problems and figure out how to keep her around when she has the center from the Lakers talking about, yeah, I'm gonna fly you out to Turks. What's up? And you gotta be laying enough dick on her to where she curves that. You never had to deal with that. You never had Chris Brown selling pictures for $1,000 and this bitch going behind your back to go take pictures with him. We see it every day. That never happened to me.
Oh, okay.
And listen, I'm laying the hammer on you.
He's saying
We're celebrities that
in
do
the
that.
era that we live in, this is what's going on in society.
I'm just saying, me personally, Mr. Viral himself, ask about me. That's not even a problem I ever had. I'm just saying, for guys who do have that problem, I would take advice from them before him because, okay, cool, you kept your marriage together. Your wife never got hit with one of these. Your wife never got one of these.
Hey, the yak got him lit.
I'm just waiting on a response.
No, I just don't think you can preach from any.
Sorry.
Let her go.
I don't think you can preach from any angle because you had to grow up with your girl. Like, as women grow from like 19 to obviously she's 37 now. Like, you've had to go through everything that. Growing into a woman is interesting, and to be like witness to that, you've had to go through those transitions. You've had to step up. You've had to change. So that's interesting in itself. So when you are talking from experience of understanding all depths of a relationship, and that is just as valid as my single friends. I think I'm somebody that would take advice from like a well-rounded juror, right? Like I want everybody's opinion, but I'm not going to listen to necessarily you over him.
Here's the thing.
That's all I'm saying.
Let her finish.
Or vice versa, right? I want
his wife never been flew out. His wife never been flew out unless it was by him. It's a difference when she been flew out. And then you say, hey, babe, I'm a little short on the rent. You might got to cover this month. And she like, what the fuck? I got 8 niggas in my DM trying to fly me to Bali. He trying to fly me to fucking Panama. He trying to fly me to Brazil. Right. And you short on the rent?
Listen, the thing is...
You never have to deal with that.
There's a thing called cognitive bias, right? It's where you know so little about something, you think you understand it totally, right? married men understand that.
Okay,
right?
Neil.
So men who ain't ever been married where no woman that looked at you like, you are now responsible for me. If I ain't got food, I'm looking at you like, why we ain't got no food? Men understand. So if I'm sitting across from the table from you versus say he's sitting across from the table from you, he already has all these preconceived notions about how you gonna think and if you got this dick, that, whatever, what you're gonna do. Me, I'm like, nah, let me listen to what she says. From what she's saying, let me deduce what I need to say, how I need to approach this situation based on what she tells me without realizing based on what she communicates to me, whether it be verbally or non-verbally, right? This is her experience. This is what she dealt with. Okay, cool. So, hey, so say if we smacked for 3 days in a row, right? Now I know that I gotta take you out to dinner.
This sounds like a married
I gotta wine
nigga.
down you a little bit to make you feel like, dang, he's not just trying to slut shame me. He does value what I gave him and what I'm bringing to the table. I'm learning that just by listening to you. This dude's like, man, I hit it real good, so she gonna be on me, so I go do whatever. Or you gotta, it's more nuance to this. You're very like, but then again, you're not married.
She just
hold on.
Nah,
but that's why I said it's person to person.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Control marriage.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Trust and believe. If I wanted to be married, I could be married a long time ago.
But
Trust and believe. This is what I'm saying though. Your wife has not been through the ringer like these women have. Your wife's heartbreak was high school and you. She didn't have 3 long-term relationships where she was deadly in love with these guys and they broke her heart and then she met you. And you got to deal with the trauma from the past 3 relationships.
The damage
Your wife
control
don't
is
have
different.
a kid by another man that she got to deal with and she got baby daddy drama and you married to her and got to keep her around.
Okay, well,
that shit is different, bro.
No,
And
he's right.
that's what guys that at our age,
So
that's what they're dealing
You're
with.
shaming.
He never shamed
I'm not
nobody.
shaming you.
Listen. So
He's
basically
giving you
you're-
different
so basically
perspectives.
you're
You
saying-
sounding like these
listen,
ratchets.
yeah.
I never
Yeah.
shamed you one time.
Okay, so basically you're telling me I got it wrong because I'm not coming from a place of time.
No.
Not that you wrong.
Wait, let me say
You're
this.
inexperienced.
Let me say this.
Inexperienced
Let
is
me
what
say
I'm
this.
saying.
How many dudes do you see? The guy was the absolute man from 20 years old to 35, 36. The dude is now 39, 40 years old. He was the guy with the slum. He was the guy taking everybody down. He was the guy laying the hammer. Now the
talking
dude on
about
the
yourself.
internet. Listen, now the dude is on the internet crying into Instagram, begging his wife to come back home. What do you think? Because the person has a big
nigga's
penis
crazy.
that's not gonna keep going.
No.
Statistically speaking, dudes with big
let me-
penises get cheated on more than dudes with
Hold on.
little penises.
Let me say
That's a
this.
fact.
Let me applaud you, number one,
Yeah,
for
that's
being
fire,
married
yeah.
from 20 to now. I'm gonna applaud you. That's a great feat. In a community where our marriage rates are the lowest. The only thing I'm saying is your advice is coming from a skewed perspective because there are landmines out here that didn't even exist.
So I think right
when
now-
you was single and in the field. So shit that the young men that's coming up now got to deal with, you low key couldn't give him advice on because you never had to face
Hold
it.
on. I think
You've
you're
never
speaking-
had to deal with. Listen, when you was in the NBA, they weren't dunking. Now these niggas is Euro stepping,
You're wrong.
Curry in the league.
You're
He's
wrong.
shooting from half court. How you gonna tell
Instead
him
of
how to defend a LeBron when
Instead of
LeBron didn't
assuming-
exist?
Listen, instead of assuming what I did and what I didn't do, you should say, well, what made you choose this girl? Because I could have been like, nah, I'm not sure about this. Let me go try this.
What I think, bro,
Tinder
I'm gonna be
didn't
honest.
exist.
I'm gonna be
I don't
honest.
let Holly speak. You
I
talk
think
a
you
little.
are speaking from, and as a married man, I think since you've been married for a long time, right now you're speaking from ego. I don't think it's nothing wrong with you being married and being out of the game. Like, and I think that's what maybe you're thinking that we're saying that's a negative, but it's nothing wrong with being married for 20 years and out of the game. But you have to understand that you're not in the field. Put it like this: a motherfucker who does drugs for 20 years and then doesn't do drugs, their dopamine, serotonin, all of those chemicals that are released is so much that off of those drugs, they will never experience that high that they experienced on them. So that's kind of what we're speaking to if you want to make the analogy of, if I fuck the movie star, if I fuck the rapper, if I fuck the ball player, and then now I still go back into the field and now I got to go deal with Joe Schmo that work at the power plant. My dopamine is so released that is not necessarily going to make me happy, or I'm going to have to work extremely hard for it to make me happy. So that is the problem that we're dealing with as men right now in the dating pool. What you're speaking on again is from being married, which there's nothing wrong with that. But somebody who's been married for 20 years is not in the field. And 20 years ago was 2000 whatever. So I'm saying it's just a different, it's a way, it's a way different
20
time.
years ago was 04.
It's a way different time.
I was in high school, nigga.
Listen to this. What I'm trying to tell you is this is where you guys are wrong.
Okay.
The fact when when I was dating before I was married, right? I had a lot of girls. I had a lot of girlfriends. I actually had a girlfriend.
In high school?
No, I had a girlfriend when I met the woman that I married.
In high school.
And she actually had a boyfriend.
Okay.
Right? Wait a minute. Let me finish.
my
Dang,
God.
you
My bad. Go ahead, bro. I'm not gonna listen. It's the yak. It's the
yak here. Yeah,
martingale.
Nigga coming out. Yeah, we been,
No, look. So look. This is the most he ever talked on a lot.
Shout out to Martingale.
Martingale got
She had a boyfriend. I had a girlfriend, right? What I'm telling you is this. When I saw my wife, right? I went to my wife's house. I saw her mom. I saw her dad. I saw her. I said, damn, this is some good shit. Because I grew up with a single mom, like most of us, right? So I saw her. She had what I never had. So I thought, if I have a kid with this person, she'll be able to make a home, make a family.
where she come from?
Because that's where she come from. So the Bible says a man chooses a wife. That's the difference.
I'm agreeing with you.
but what
I
I'm
think
telling
you know how to.
So you're
Hold on, let her finish, Kylie. Let her finish.
So look, I saw the best option. I saw it at a young age. While most dudes be out there cheating on her, trying to have these other girls on the side. I said, you know
crazy,
what?
bro.
I said, damn, I need to lock this up. This is real good. Mama, daddy, picket fit. You know, it was good. And guess what? I shot my shot on that. I swung at that ball and I hit it. And now we are where we are, right? What I'm telling all the dudes, we've all had that good girl. Colin, you had her. That girl, you think, damn, man, I probably could have really did something with her. And most of us blew it.
Nah, but
now
you're
we out
still
here
speaking
Hold
to
on. Address the point. When you met your wife,
It's like your
Hold on.
You had a good girl, you blew it.
address
You should've locked it in.
let's stay on topic because that's a whole lot of mumbo jumbo word fuck nothing. When you met your wife, has she been out the country on yachts with millionaires and billionaires?
No.
Exactly.
Most
The
women don't have been out
when
the
my
country.
son come up, the likelihood of him meeting his wife at 19, she's already been flown out. She's already been on a yacht. She's already fucked the
I'ma say something.
NBA player. She's already fucked the NFL player. She's already had a rapper in her DMs. Like Ruby Rose was 16 with rappers in her DMs.
So-
pulling up to the video shoot.
what you're
Imagine
saying-
you're in high school.
Yeah.
And your high school crush, when we came up in high school, it was the dope boy that pulled up and was
That's the YouTuber.
and our fucking high school crush, he was
The pedophile.
the pedophile. Look, he was pulling up in the Apollo on 20. He was pulling up in the Apollo on Dove, buying her a little purse and fucking her brains out.
Fuck that nigga.
Now, it's your favorite rapper. So the rapper that your son, oh man, this is my favorite song. He's pulling up to his school, fucking his high school crush.
Not only that,
And he has to get her to
only
commit.
that.
But not even on that. It's different from the
Come
type
on,
of,
bro.
It's different from the type of caliber of nigga
Man.
you was. Because it's some niggas that maybe had 1 or 2, 3 women, got a piece of pussy, went crazy, and I'm locking this down, and made sure I'm gonna do everything to not lose that.
I just
Versus
explained
a nigga that
Yeah.
get pussy more than the nigga that's trying on accident, where these bitches come a dime a dozen that I don't have to really think about settling down at 18 or 19. You might have just been sharp enough to like, well, you seen the value in her and lock that down. But now it's a whole different ball game, like you said, because they're only focused on the bag. She might have different morals. Her background might have been in a different space. But now you're in a place where if you ain't got it and another nigga got it, you might lose your bitch.
No, I think
Chris Brown told you these hoes wasn't loyal, and he's proving it with these $1,000 pictures that a bitch wouldn't spend $1,000.
Hold on. Let me ask
Yeah.
Messiah, because he could attest to this. I go to my son's football practice. The high school where he at, these kids driving better cars than the parents.
Yeah, that's how it was.
They got new Range Rovers. These little motherfuckers driving, what's the new Tesla truck? The
big body.
These little
Cybertruck.
motherfuckers is 16 with Cybertrucks.
At 16, immediately they talking about cars they get.
So you 19, you 20, trying to marry your 19-year-old wife. Her high school sweetheart had a Cybertruck. You're on the fucking bus with a bus pass.
So that's what I was gonna get at. For
Come on,
you,
bro. It's a
look.
different field now.
Okay, different.
Let me let her
Don't
try.
let
No,
Holly
no.
talk.
Oh yeah, he. Cause
Go-
I
she
think-
ain't got to
I
speak
think
no
Because she
100%.
ain't got to speak and she the space, she the guest.
I don't yell over everybody else.
I know. Go ahead. That's what I'm trying
Exactly,
to. Because I gotta moderate off of them.
Yeah, I don't yell, but
Go ahead.
But you were really lucky, and it was obviously an epiphany when you met her. You were just like, "This is it," right? The difference is, and my question would be to you: why are you dating these women that want to be flown?
That's not what he's saying.
Hold on. Let me
That's not
answer.
what he's saying.
This is what I'm saying. This is the norm. This isn't what guys want.
Is it?
No, what I'm saying is you meet an everyday woman and you think, okay, cool, let's just go have a nice little coffee date, nice walk on the beach. Walk on the beach. Here go my DM. Chris Brown, Quavo, Future. I got Offset. They're trying to fly me out. And hold on. And they're gonna take me shopping. I don't have to pay for nothing. I'm going to an all-inclusive island, and you want to go to Starbucks?
They're living their pretty woman.
No, but it's not.
You got to compete with that.
It's not even about. It's not even
You know
about.
what I'm saying?
Dating those women.
No, it's not even about.
These are the most of the women out here
It
now.
don't even matter though.
That's not true.
But this is just in LA, right? This is
No,
Katie, this is around the world.
everywhere.
But it does not matter. Look, the difference is you had to, when we was coming up, you had to walk up to a woman and talk to a woman. A woman didn't have 1 million people in her ear like you do. A woman could have a good pictures online. She could be in somebody's suggestions or news feed, and they can directly hit her DM. Versus before, when you had to go outside and she will only deal with an X amount of people, maybe from her neighborhood and however else far she goes. Now you got people from across the world. You can be somebody from New York and you in LA, and they can just DM you, hey, I got this, and that, and she ready to go. She don't have to be a woman that wants to deal with those, but she has the option to deal with that.
He didn't have to compete with that.
No, listen. What they don't understand, what I know about women, men have no idea how many men approach a woman on a daily basis.
Man,
I'm
we
not saying
understand.
that.
Hold on,
It does not
That's what we're
matter.
saying.
It was
Wait a minute,
limited
wait a
though.
minute. Listen.
It was limited to where she lived.
Bro, ever since a girl has been 14, she has been bombarded with men trying to come after her for what she got.
Do she have more
when you
options
say-
now or then?
Listen, but when you say she hasn't had this, she hasn't had that. Listen, we don't know what women have had.
Context
We do
matters.
know.
What they do, they
We
don't
do
tell
know.
us. But I wanna just let Holly speak.
We do know. They had the people. They had the people at work.
Y'all
You had the
can
people
talk
around
all
your neighborhood
Hey,
and
Messiah.
wherever else you went. And that was
Messiah,
it.
What I was gonna say.
Context matters, right? I'm gonna let you go right
yeah.
now. Context matters. So what he says sounds good in retrospect. Oh my God, since she was 14 out of period, guys approached her. Yeah, normal, everyday, average guys. It wasn't guys from New York, guys from Chicago, guys from Baltimore, that when she clicks his profile, he got a Lambo, he got a Ferrari, he's on a yacht, and he already, here goes the flight confirmation. Not those guys. These were guys that were just like you. And it's only guys in her proximity. So if she lived in North Long Beach, she might have not even ran across nobody from East Long Beach unless she was at the Lakewood Mall on Friday night for the movie.
Excuse me.
It's a difference,
That's
nigga.
facts. That's facts.
Go ahead, Kylie. Now talk your shit. Now talk your shit.
All I was gonna say is, again, I think what you said is great. Like if I got a girl and I really like her, and I see a future with her, I might come to you. But when we're talking about being in the field, it's still a separate thing, because when you're in the field, we are dealing with what he's saying right now, right? Which is the different types of men that you might have at your disposal to do what you want to do. So I think still you're speaking from a marriage standpoint and not a I'm single, I could do whatever the fuck I want standpoint. And when you have that kind of freedom, you don't really have any sympathy or empathy for nobody. Like if you, like he said, if you're a guy and you can't pay the rent, I'm gonna go to the next nigga that can, and so on and so forth. Another thing I wanted to say about, people getting flown out and stuff, the crazy part is it doesn't even have to be a rapper or an actor. It just got to be a nigga with some fake jewelry on.
Nah, I got a nigga with some cameras.
Hold on. So it's like nowadays you have regular niggas that work a 9 to 5 that will on Friday, Saturday, Sunday be, I'm this extreme rapper, whoever, I bought the yacht, I did this, and that. So it's like you're competing even with regular niggas putting on a facade. So it's more than just, it's just so much more than
Hey,
just
Colin,
what it was.
Hold on, you got
know what I mean?
females. You got females so dumb in 2024 where they think if a nigga working a 9 to 5, he's a goofy.
Nigga, bitches was fucking
This is
messy.
how
They thought
dumb these
messy was.
bitches is.
Hey, Kylie, listen. When he married his wife, he's at 20 years, so I'm gonna say 2004.
Yeah.
Scamming didn't exist. If you wasn't,
Credit cards did not, yeah.
If you wasn't a Nigerian scam through AOL, let's be real. We didn't even have high-speed internet, nigga. They was scamming through dial-up. If somebody called your mama, she answered the phone, the internet was off. Nigga, what are you talking about? Right now, you go to Atlanta, if you have a 9 to 5, you're not even getting a date. Have you been to Atlanta lately? That is the Black Hollywood. If you don't have money, you can't get a conversation. Why? Because that is the land of the scam. So imagine you work at Home Depot, and then these niggas got 80 credit cards.
You just go to England.
or go to England,
Yeah,
and they got 50 credit cards, and they got $100,000 on every card.
Okay.
And he's like, here, babe, which one you want? And you coming with your $900 Home Depot check.
But I got
like,
to
babe,
hold for 14 days.
we gotta go to the Waffle House. We can't go to the motherfucking Steak 48.
I got 14 days left.
Your bitch is gone, nigga.
Let me say this. First of all, what you speak about is the exception. It's not the rule. Every woman ain't getting flown out and all that.
That's a fact.
On top of that, if you knew anything about women of high caliber, which you don't, you would know
that is mine.
Women, this is the thing. If a woman,
You want to walk up the boulevard and see who can get the most high caliber
We're going to
women?
Naughty Pig.
But
Come
who
on.
can
We go to Naughty Pig. Oh God,
But
nigga.
who can keep the most? That's
Who can
what
keep 'em?
Look, here's the thing. Women who go deal with all that, they understand that they are not a commodity. There's something that they're fetish. That's fetishism. So most of those women end up getting burnt out, and they Black China. All the women you see who were living that lifestyle, 10 years, 5 years later, they burnt out. They're marrying some average Joe who's out here just like working 9 to 5. You might have a little business. Why? Because that is something that is done for a short time. You're going real hard for a short time. What I'm trying to tell you is this. If you are looking and evolving and taking
Women don't
action
believe
based
that.
on
That's what
what's
you're not
best,
understanding.
Listen,
Bro,
it's
it's
not
out of
about.
his
It's
mind.
not.
He's
don't
not in
believe
the
that
field,
at
bro.
all time.
That's the
They
problem.
He not-
Listen,
he not in the field,
women
bro.
believe what you tell them. Look, let's go. Okay, let's
He
do
not
this.
in the
Let's do
field.
this.
He don't know.
Look, let's
He
go
not
to
in the
this.
field.
Collie, you from LA, right?
Well, I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay, but you been to LA, right?
Hold on, where you
let's
from?
Go, let's go.
The Bay Area.
You from the
Let's go.
Bay?
Richmond, California. I moved here. I've been here for what?
I thought you was,
10
hold on, I
years?
thought you was from like Colorado or some
Let's
shit.
go to Richmond. Let's go to Oakland. Let's go to the place.
Hey, North Richmond to be exact.
Listen, let's go to Richmond. Let's go to Oakland. Let's go to Big in LA. How much
Okay.
money, how many millions do these pimps who got 5, 6 girls standing on the corner giving them money got? They got no millions. That proves that everything y'all said is total BS. Because
What?
What are you even talking
You're not
about?
letting me finish.
I know niggas
You're
pimping
rambling.
that guy dope.
Listen.
I know, but you're
Yeah,
rambling.
Listen, no, I'm not.
What's your
Listen.
point? Make the point.
Make the point.
Listen. What
Land. Go ahead and
I'm
land.
gonna
Land.
What that proves is that this idea that women are only gonna mess with you if you have this much money and this car and all that, that is bullcrap.
I said,
And the
well, I'm
fact
used to
that
women fucking with me for me. I'm not saying that's
Right.
the only
But
way.
what
Messiah, this is what he's not getting.
But-
right now, listen, right now, when women are your wife's age, they're not interested in what you did with your wife. Why? Because they have so many guys trying to fly them out. They're buying bags. He's buying purses. She's going to this inclusive resort, this restaurant. She don't have to pay no bills, no nothing. So she's not going to give that up to settle down with the fucking guy stocking the shelves at Home Depot. You know when she settles down? Exactly when you said.
You know,
after she got ran through and now all of that expired.
What
And
I'm
they,
telling-
Brandon,
Hold on.
keep it 100. You know, like we know, a woman to be the 4th baby mama to a nigga with money, than to be the 1st baby
Well, I'm
mama to a
looking-
nigga
Hey, hold on.
without.
Can I land? Can I land? Can I fucking land?
Go ahead.
Let me land my plane. She settles down.
You on a plane?
Yes, you want to get on it?
Viral.
I got a
era.
yacht too. Listen, when she settles down is when that experience expires, meaning she's now too old to be able to get the perks. So now she's 40. And guess what? These guys don't want 40-year-olds on their yacht. They gonna go get the next batch of 21-year-olds. So now she's like, hey, I got 3 babies by Pookie, Ray Ray, and like your favorite phrases, your favorite guys. I want to settle down now. And then they get a guy like you to take care of Pookie and Ray Ray kids and live happily ever after.
let me
But
tell
the
you.
guy on the yacht kicked that bitch off the
Let me
yacht.
tell you this. All your